Hey, my name is Ricky, but you knew that already. And right now I'm being kind of quiet, like relatively quiet, because it's 11:25 at night, and I have roommates and they're asleep, and I'm not because I don't sleep. And I am just in my kitchen, sitting on my washer, eating a very nutritious and delicious macaroni and cheese and Coca-Cola meal. Anyway, also, this time of year is my least favorite time of year because I always break out at this time of year, like very, very badly. I don't know if it's because it's dry, because it's cold, because it's stressed, because I'm stressed, because I'm stressed, or if it's a combination of all of those things. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. Because I have been thinking a whole lot about reflection lately. Sorry, I'm kind of sick. And that is what I would like to chit-chat about today. I think it's good to reflect because sometimes, and I don't look at reflection as being something that's like there for the sake of being like, look at me, look at how good I've done, aren't you jealous, aren't you envious? That's not what I look at it like. I enjoy reflection for the sake of keeping me sane, if that makes any sense. Like what I'm trying to say is that like, sometimes I get a little bit overwhelmed a lot of the times. I think I posted a video about that, being overwhelmed, and I forget all of the good things that have happened because I'm too busy drowning in all of this like hard and difficult things that are currently happening. So I think it's good to reflect, to remember that, okay, listen, like sure things are rough now, but like they've been worse and they are getting better. So that's something to be grateful about. I hope this isn't all sounding super vague because I don't mean for it to. But I was just thinking this year that, well, a friend of mine recently was interviewing me for this project they had at school, and he was asking me what my biggest stresses are. As a 21-year-old man who likes to wear makeup, who likes boys, and who's in college in a school at Utah County. And I said, well, you know what? I get stressed because one of my biggest stresses is that I want to be an entertainer. I want to be in the entertainment industry, and I want to be on a talk show eventually, like so badly. And it would have to be a panel talk show because that's what I've envisioned for myself. And super often, panel talk show hosts are usually people that, like, the general public already has an idea of who they are. Like they're like C-list celebrities or something, or like they're actors, or they wrote a book or something like that. They're politicians. And so, like, in order to eventually get to what I want, which is to be on a daytime panel talk show, I would have to, like, start out somewhere. And my current plan is to start as an actor. And I get really overwhelmed and afraid and stressed sometimes because, well, for a lot of like young actors, like prime castability age is typically like around my age right now, which is like 21 years old, and that's usually the best time to be working and getting cast in things. And I love being in college, and I'm in college, and I love my life right now, but sometimes I'm stressed that I'm missing out on my golden years, on the years that are supposed to be like my prime years, and it stresses me out and worries me, and I worry that by the time something finally happens for me that I will be too old. And I know that that's not like 100% what's going to happen, and I know that that's not the only possible outcome of all of this, but it is definitely a possibility. And I do worry about that and stress about it a lot. Something that also stresses me about what I want is that there's no like guaranteed way to become successful as an entertainer. There isn't a system that you follow. There isn't like a school that you go to and you go and then you're in. I mean, like, you network and you build a resume and you gain experience and you learn and things like that in school and in workshops and in lessons and things like that, but there's not a guaranteed like you go to school and then you work the rest of your life as an actor or something, and you're constantly working, constantly getting recognition, and constantly achieving and doing things like that. There's no guarantee, and that's what freaks me out about wanting to be an entertainer, is because I love systems, and there isn't a surefire set system as far as becoming a successful entertainer like how I want, and that stresses me out so badly. But as I was sitting talking about how stressed I get about these things, I was reminded of how far I have come, and I'm good. I'm okay. I was not doing so hot a while ago. A year ago? Maybe 2 years now. Like, I was doing so bad. I was like depressed, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't know where I was going, and I didn't have any friends. It was my first year out of high school when I decided, and I didn't go to school my first year out of high school. I took a break for a year and just worked, and there were some really good moments in that year. There were some really fun moments that year, but overall I was not as good as I am now. Like, I was not as happy as I am now because I was waiting tables full time, and I wasn't in school, and I wasn't working toward anything. And there were days when I sat and wondered, am I going to be waiting tables for the rest of my life? And I hated that feeling, because that is not something that I wanted at all. And when I finally made the decision to come to school after getting a push from a few club people who are close to me, I went, and I was apprehensive. I was especially apprehensive about going to school at UVU, which is where I go, which is where I've been going. I'm a sophomore now. And I'm so glad I got that push, because it was the biggest and most rewarding push that I've ever gotten in my life. Like, I don't know what was going to happen to me if I continued to not be in school. Through going to school at UVU, I have made some really cool friends who have the same interests as me, which has always been a bit of a tall order because I'm pretty eccentric. I've also gotten a lot of opportunities. I got to go to Europe this last summer for a month to study theater, to see shows. I went with a group of strangers, didn't know a single one of them, and got back, and I love them. Oh, I love them a lot. They're awesome people, and now we're homies. I got to go to New York and get to know some professors from school who didn't know who I was, and I got to get left at an airport in New Jersey, and I have that story to tell now. And I'm going to Paris this summer for school because my minor is French. Like, there are so many opportunities that have come my way because of going to school, and I am so grateful that I went to school. And so, although I do have stressors in my life right now, because I don't know how I'm going to get to where I want to be, and I don't know how long it's going to take me, and I don't know if by the time I get there that it will be too late, even though those things stress me out and worry me constantly. I've got a lot to be proud of right now, and a lot to be grateful for, and I certainly am. And so thinking about that definitely helps me not feel so inadequate, because I think it's good to continually have a bar that I'm trying to reach, and once I reach it, to make it go higher, because then I'm going to constantly improve, and that's all I want to do. Even just saying this all out loud, I've been thinking about it for a while, but even just saying all this out loud right now has been like, I just feel relief. So I'm very proud of myself, and I have no shame. My heater's on, and I have no shame or regret or apologies in saying that. So, and I think we all have things that we can be proud of, and that we can reflect on and be reminded of. As we reflect, be reminded how we've changed and how we've grown, because every year has growth. So even though it's not quite Christmas yet, I wanted to, remember and reflect on what's gone on in this year. A whole lot more has happened that I don't really want to shove into here, because I try to keep these things about 10 minutes long, but I can throw that in another video. I'm trying to get better at posting more of these, I just get busy and crazy. I'm a little weird. But we all have things that we have to go through that are difficult. We can all get through them. And after we've gone through them and things get harder because we've leveled up, so to speak, then we have to remember where we were so we can appreciate where we are. And that can help us get to where we need to be. That maybe sounds a little bit cliche, but you know what? The cliches are there for a reason. There's a little bit of truth in all of them. Anyway, dang, I am so glad I decided to chit-chat today. I'm supposed to be studying for a final. It's tomorrow at 8:30. I'm gonna start doing that now. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening if you're still here. I post whenever I want, so I'm sorry that's not super... I don't have like a schedule. I should get one with this New Year's resolution. That's what I'm gonna try and do. I'm also gonna try and get a light and a camera so I'm not just filming on my phone. Maybe I'll dress nice for you and I'll be wearing my pajamas on my washer. Or maybe we could work with the washer thing. It could be like a chronicles. Like thoughts from my washer. I might be into that. Anyway, I'm gonna go study for my final now. Wish me luck, because I don't know how prepared I am for it. But come next Tuesday, it is smooth sailing because then I'm done for the rest of the semester. Can I get a hallelujah? That was a little bit too much. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have went that far. Anyway. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I know I already said it. That's okay. I gotta say it again because I'm ending. Okay. Bye.